We good? So, ये ज़्यादा नहीं हो रहा, बाद में करेंगे ना. आते हैं ना, we'll come back. Please be seated. Okay, first of all, congratulations on this. And you have to spill some beans or secrets कुछ share करने पड़ेंगे. How come you so pro at handling all these weapons यार? क्या चल रहा था? Undercover cop वगैरह तो नहीं हो आप? कहीं कुछ चल रहा था ऐसा? Talk to us about that.
First of all, thank you so much for being here, coming here, and making it all the more special and warm for all of us. This film means, someone said it very rightly, it's straight from the heart. And so there are a lot of emotions brimming right now. And to answer your question technically, I'll first just sum it up what this film means to me, Article 370. It's been a while I've been working in the industry, and years of hard work, years of patience, years of disappointments, and still a lot of hope. And I think if I have to culminate it in one film and put it out there, I think it'll be Article 370 for me. So it means so much. And talking about the action bit, पहले पता नहीं किसी ने ऑफर ही नहीं किया रोल. शायद मैं अपना सोशल मीडिया अपडेट नहीं करती हूँ अपने स्किल्स. तो शायद. But obviously every role comes with its own set of challenges and मेहनत जो सब करते हैं ऐसा. It's my job, to do what I do. Of course, काफ़ी challenges or physical challenges or to learn. Thank you. So, yes, he's very caring. Professionally, of course, there was training. I'm very thankful to Colonel Keshwinder Singh and Bhushan sir for helping us with the military, the advice and handling how to work with weapons. I mean, who gets an opportunity every day to fire these Glock 17s and MP5s? I think this was... So I don't have... What I'm trying to say, I don't have any sad story. I don't want to make it like, मैंने बहुत मेहनत बहुत मैं यहाँ गिर गई मैं वहाँ गिर गई मुझे ये इंजरी आई. That's not important. The important bit is for me that I really had a blast working on this film. Wow. I had a great time working on this film. And I enjoyed that challenge. I think जिस दिन आप उस pain को उस जो भी whatever you're going through or you're learning something new, you make it fun, you own it up, and you start having fun. Even though the BTS pictures might not support what I'm saying right now, I still look very intense. But that's the beauty of it. So thank you, Aditya, for giving me this opportunity. You would have been in trouble otherwise. And this is healthy nepotism. ये अच्छा वाला nepotism है. So family. So it was really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए उनके लिए for sharing this wonderful thing हमारे साथ. Both of you on that big screen are looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Like that chemistry जितनी भी देर के लिए हमें देखने को मिली है, that's something out of the world. So मुझे सबसे पहले तो ये बताइए, changing face of entertainment, cinema. This is what we've been talking about. We've been talking about pan-Indian films. लेकिन यहाँ पे जो सबसे हटके चीज हो रही है, that's another first, I would say, kind of, कि दो लीडिंग लेडीज हैं, उन्होंने वो सारा जिम्मा अपने कंधों पे ले लिया है to present this wonderful film. How do you see that? What do you have to say on that?
Thank God, I think you asked me this question and you didn't ask me why I wasn't holding a gun or why I didn't fire any gun or anything. For that thing, I have to complain to Aditya sir about that. Because in this film, I wasn't offered... Okay, so I'm not holding any gun. Unfortunately, I don't have any action sequences in this, but... you can see the action you can see when it comes on the big screen on the 23rd. But yes, talking about the cinema as such, how we were on this project and how we handled the whole project, I think it's all thanks to Aditya Jhamle and Aditya sir there. Both the Adityas, they had the story, it was so strong, the characters were so strong that I think it was very easy for us to bring something bring something live to all of you. And I just hope all of you love what you see. I mean, I'm sure you loved what you've seen so far, but picture abhi baki hai, तो जब 23rd को आ जाएगा आपको पता चलेगा.
बहुत अच्छे से पता लगेगा, है ना? जो भी हमने देखा है उसको बहुत सारा प्यार जिस हिसाब से यहाँ पे मिल लिया है. अब बुलाना चाहेंगे, प्लीज.
I feel this film, although of course we are the faces right now, we're the actors sitting in front of you, and we happen to be females. So you know, but what I'm trying to say that this film is not about us. It's not about Zuni or Rajeshwari.
Yeah.
This film is about Article 370 and a whole full-fledged team that was responsible for making this this mission happen successfully, and which is the reason why it went down in as a landmark chapter in our political history. So it is not about us. It's much more than that. And this is just a gist of what you've seen, because in real life, that's exactly how it's happened. You know, so it's a tribute to them, and it's just our way of telling their story of how some men and women of courage and efficiency, how they to imagine that someone's actually gone down and done that, and how between that why and how, that's what the story is.
Right, and there is so much more to talk about this.
I'm not sure about whether the timelines coincided or not, but if in case it coincided, I'm sure it must have been a lot more difficult to do those things. So mentally, how was it taxing for you? Was it challenging? Because enjoy karte ho, like you said already, that you take the fun side of it and you enjoy the process. But mentally, was it tough to reach that stage of toughness? And then I have a question for Aditya as well.
Only if I could write thesis on it and how I felt. Thank you so much. Of course, it's mentally, there's so many questions. The first are always challenging, and if you're asking about motherhood and you know, everything coming together at the same time, I really don't know what I would have done had Aditya not been there by my side. Had it been
Jaan le lo Aditya.
and Lokesh Bhaiya, everybody. I mean, it was of course a home production, but you know you're part of something. There's a sense of responsibility as an actor, and credibility as an actor, that you have to consistently be you know, at it. Of course, we took precautions. That's also not a time where you tell everybody, you know, that okay, this is what's going to happen. It's the most it's something which is no kept secret, right? And but luckily, most of the stunts and the whole training bit, it was very rigorous training for weeks. As I already mentioned, very thankful to Keshav sir and Bhushan sir. He also took us to NSG here in Mumbai, and my God, that has to be one of the best days of my life, where you actually got to fire live, and I came out looking red like an apple. And they said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I really enjoyed firing those shots." And so many emotions, of course, so many things. You want to be conscious, you want to be cautious, you want to be careful. I'm really thankful to some of the doctors that who were supervising this secretly. And so we were mostly left with the talkie portion or the walking shots, which we could, you know, work around and manage. But all in all, as he said, this was almost felt like more than surreal. Like your baby is also part of this whole thing. There were always two of us putting that effort, two of us walking, two of us saying those lines. One, if I'm rehearsing, I'm sure the baby is listening, and I'll never. And I think somewhere the inspiration also comes from how I've seen my mother, you know, work her way through when she was expecting my siblings, or I'm sure the kind of stories I've heard when she was expecting me. I think the kind of mental makeup, especially we Indian women have, I think it's way more stronger than we give ourselves credit for. So. Yeah.
And kudos to you for that. And I'm sure the baby must be very proud and happy that meri mummy itni kamal ki action already karti hai. Already very proud.
Yami this side. This is Adi from Filmian. Yami, how difficult and easy it was for you to work with your husband for the film? Was it like that difficult or easy?
You've already seen how easy it is with Aditya. I think we both professionals. We both respect our professional boundaries. and we don't overthink things so much. He knows he's in this film. Of course, Aditya has worked as in capacity of a writer, co-writer, and one of the producers, and who's hired me as a professional to do the job that I did. And if only it's helped me, I'd say. And not nahi sirf is film mein, but for anything that I feel, I want to discuss something, some idea with Aditya, या आज मैंने scene ऐसा shoot किया, मैंने वैसा किया. So that just is just an open discussion we anyways have. And so it was not difficult at all. I just said it. In fact, it was so. I think very God sent the timing, because as I said, I don't know what I would have done had it not been Aditya by my side, because it was a very sensitive time, a very sensitive film, a very important film for us. It's the first film in the family that's first production that's coming out there. So too many things, but at the same time, agar, as he said, I'm sure इस meeting, इस conference में आपने ये शब्द सुन लिया है, पर वो बहुत ज़रूरी शब्द है. अगर intention साफ हो, clear हो, अच्छा हो, तो सब अच्छा ही होता है. So
Also,
I lucked out as well.
सारे Aditya अच्छे ही होते हैं, मैं भी.
Hi everyone, Rashita here from Galata, India. Yeah, hi. Firstly, congratulations to the entire team here, Aditya.
Hi.
The trailer really looks intense, power-packed, and I'm sure it is something we are all awaiting to watch. Yami, if I talk about you, firstly, it's a treat to watch you on screen. We have, whenever we watch you, we are filled with happiness and pride. Considering your last few roles, it's been so strong, so power-packed, something that we don't see actors today do back-to-back. But I'm sure it's a feeling of pride for you also to get such amazing roles. Has that been a conscious decision for you, or something that, the makers were approaching you with these days?
Thank you so much. I think you're very generous. Yeah, I think it all comes from a lot of factors, from what's your bent of mind at that point of time. Maybe I would have, maybe my choices 7-8 years back wouldn't have voiced out or supported what my perspective would have been, but maybe that's, there's certain choices you make out of because there's lack of option around you. I'm talking just for myself. But there comes a time in life where you feel, I have to just stop being this fearful person, or fear of saying no, or fear of not doing films. It's okay if I'm not doing anything, but I'm not going to do anything substandard, anything which I don't have my heart in, and I'm just doing for the economics of it. I think the day that happened, and the film that followed that thought was, I'm not kidding, that was Uri. Thank you. And yeah, it happens, we hear about manifestations and all these things, and I think somewhere it must be true, So at that time, when you grab that opportunity, you also have to have that understanding that, yeah, this is that film. I'm one of the characters in the film. The film is not about me, but I know what potential it holds. Then came Bala, then came A Thursday, then came all these films, and of course, as I said, it all culminated into a 370. So it's a journey. It's a journey. I'm very, I don't know, proud is the word. Does it sound too much? I'm always very, I underplay a lot, I think, with words, and I'm very famous for not doing very famous PR, I think. But I won't have it any other way, because it's my journey. It's my journey. I don't owe it to anyone. Of course, I owe it to my family, owe it to Aditya always says, it's not just us, it's also the good karma of generations and generations that we're sitting here together. We got together, like-minded people, like-minded families coming and nurturing something nice. So we believe in these things, and I'm so happy that I've come to a point where, yes, I can give voice to my choices and the kind of work I want to do, the kind of work that makes me happy and my audience happy, most importantly. Yeah.
Hello.
Priyamani.
Hello, here.
Yeah. Okay. I was just asking. Priyamani? Yes. Lonavala mein kya hua, we don't know. But but Kashmir mein jo hua, we all know. And I just wanted to know, do you feel as passionately about Article 370, the abrogation, as the rest of the team seems to?
Of course, that's why. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. Of course, I do feel special and I do feel happy that I'm a part of such a wonderful film. And I have to thank Aditya Dhar sir for personally giving me a call and telling me that there is such a film. And he told me the story, he told me what it is all about. And I, rightly, as you know, both of them said that the intention is always right. And I also believe in doing something like that. And which is why I chose to be part of this film. And I'm happy that I'm part of the film. And so thank you so much for having me part of the
Thank you,
film.
ma'am.
And I
Thank
hope
you.
I've lived up to the expectations of everybody.
Thank you so much.
जिस तरह से आपके सारे किरदारों का जिक्र किया गया एंड वाकई में हर कोई एक्टर ऐसा किरदार करना चाहेगा जो हम ट्रेलर में देख रहे हैं, इतना पावरफुल किरदार, और जहाँ पे उरी में हमने आपको देखा एक अलग अंदाज था और यहाँ पर एक्शन अवतार है आपका फुल ऑन. तो क्या कहेंगी जब आप ऐसे किरदार करते हैं, कोई पावरफुल किरदार जहाँ से लोग इंस्पायर होते हैं, लोग कुछ सीखते हैं, कुछ जानते हैं जो बहुत ज़रूरी है, तब ऑडियंस भी कनेक्ट कर पाए, वो एक जिम्मेदारी भी आती है आपके कंधों पर जब आप ऐसा किरदार करते हैं. तो क्या प्रिपरेशन रहती है आपकी फॉर दिस कैरेक्टर, फॉर डूइंग दीज पावरफुल कैरेक्टर्स?
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर वर्ड्स. अगर खासकर आर्टिकल 370 की बात की जाए, मैं जूनी हक्सर का किरदार निभा रही हूँ और जूनी कश्मीरी लड़की है और एक इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर है. बहुत लोग इंटेलिजेंट ऑफिसर लिखते हैं, इट्स नॉट इंटेलिजेंट ऑफिसर, इट्स इंटेलिजेंस ऑफिसर. एंड आई थिंक पहली चीज़, वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट थिंग्स, और ये मेरा एक बेस स्ट्रक्चर कह सकते हैं, एक प्रेप मोड है जो सभी फिल्मों के लिए है कि आई एम वेरी थरो विद माई स्क्रिप्ट. आई थिंक सारे सवाल आपके स्क्रिप्ट में ही होते हैं पहले, एंड आई नो आप थक जाएंगे सुनते हुए. He was the first director to say this to me because जब उरी मेरे पास आई थी, मैंने कहा था you know ये रिसर्च करनी चाहिए, यहाँ करनी चाहिए, मैं किससे बात करूँ, मुझे किसी से मिलना चाहिए, who do I seek inspiration from, how do I prepare for my character. So one of the first things he said, you know, अगर स्क्रिप्ट अच्छी है तो आपके मेजॉरिटी उस सवालों का जवाब उस स्क्रिप्ट में ही होगा. तो और ये सच बात है. एंड और जितनी बार आप पढ़ते हैं, हर बार आपको कोई नई चीज़ समझ में आती है, नई चीज़ पता चलती है. और वो मैं थोड़ा आई हैव अ लिटिल ओल्ड स्कूल हैबिट ऑफ मेकिंग दोज हैंड रिटन नोट्स, जो उसके बाद मुझे खुद मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास से देखने पड़ते हैं, मैंने ये क्या लिखा था.
And her scripts are filled with notes. Like each and every page, there's no space left. Like she has minutest of details written on her script. Like she's so thorough with her scripts.
I back it up. I completely agree. And I saw that when we were doing the reading, she got the script along with her, and every page when AJ was reading the lines and he was explaining to us the whole story and everything, I just happened to peek at her script, and all I could see was all the writings all over, and so she's completely thorough in that.
Sweet Priya, thank you. तो of course ये आपका एक mental preparation है, एक emotional connect है, एक back story बनाई जाती है, which we sat together and we made for Zuni. And of course एक जो physical aspect है, एक कि आपको forget firing a gun, पहले how do you hold a weapon? It has to look like a part of you, an extension of you. It should not look कि आपने कोई object पकड़ा है. That's a huge responsibility. And one of the first things I remember Bhushan sir taught me, हम कभी Indian Army अपना weapon ज़मीन पे नहीं लगने देती. So you have to learn how to, अगर आप you lying down also, how do you lie down without having your knee touch the ground first or your weapon. So इतनी डिटेल में ट्रेनिंग हुई है, चाहे वो फिल्म में दिखाए या ना दिखाए, but the back of my mind, अगर एज एन एक्टर मुझे पता है कि मेरी वायरिंग और कंडीशनिंग और प्रिपरेशन इस तरीके से हुई है, तो ऑन सेट कुछ भी दिया जाएगा, everything will come in handy and I'm more prepared. And of course, जैसा आपने कहा and how Aditya shared, this character is based on someone's real life. It's inspired by a true female intelligence officer. So it was an honor for me to play her. And I'm so thankful to my producers that just to make more money, they did not turn the character into a male character. And they give me this opportunity and gave us this opportunity. So thank you once again.
Hi.